Hey, just what I found. Look at this. Look, we got a new one. Yeah, new one. Check this shit out. Look at this. This one's from, Angela. Alright, Angela, what do you have for me today? We are updating the entire portion of our community guidelines to prohibit implied nudity while streaming on Twitch. This update is in response to a recent meta on Twitch in which streamers use black censor bars or other items to block their bodies or clothing, or position their camera frame in such a manner that the viewer is led to believe that the streamer is fully or partially nude. Ew. While most streamers have labeled this content appropriately with the sexual themes label and are wearing clothing behind the object or outside the camera frame, for many users, the thumbnails of this content can be disruptive to their experience on Twitch. And I guess people don't like being peddled porn on a gaming platform. What a thought. While content labeled with sexual themes label isn't displayed on the homepage, the content is displayed within the category browse directories. And we recognize that many users frequent these pages to find content on Twitch. This update goes into effect today. For reference, this was yesterday, January 3rd, 2024. Don't do this. You will get banned for it. It's already in effect. For those areas of the body where coverage is required, the coverage must be fully opaque. Sheer or partially see-through clothing does not constitute coverage.
Well, shit, good thing I'm all the way covered then.
Note also that streamers must appropriately categorize their content. For example, streamers that use the attired exception that is granted with streaming near a pool or a hot tub are expected to use the pools, hot tubs, and beaches category when classifying their content. While at times we simply reclassify the stream into the appropriate category, repeated failures are appropriately classify a stream worthy through an enforcement action. So that means they will fucking tan your ass, apparently. But the question is that for all the streamers, or is that just for, the little streamers, the ones that don't make you money? Because all the big ones seem to break these rules and then they just come back in like 3 days. It's almost like a vacation. So I'm going to believe that when I see it, as long as it is enforced evenly. Our goal with this and other recent changes is to make Twitch a safe and welcoming place for all of the communities that call it home. Improve the clarity of our policies and make sure people have the experience they expect when spending time on Twitch. We are currently working on the ability to blur thumbnails for content labeled using the sexual themes label. Plus, user settings that will allow a user to filter their Twitch viewing experience based on their preferences for the content labeled with the content classification labels. So what you're saying is that you're going to finally implement a categorization system that you should have had?
Designed the website? Anyway.
The new attire policy now reads as follows, new language and bold. We don't permit streamers to be fully or partially nude, including exposing genitals or buttocks.
Nor do we allow or permit streamers to imply or suggest that they are fully or partially nude, including but not limited to covering breasts or genitals with objects or censor bars.
While we do not permit visible outlines of genitals even when covered, broadcasting nude or partially nude minors is always prohibited, regardless of context, and usually should result in you being beat out back with a blunt object. Wait, I wasn't supposed to read that part?
Shit.
Yeah. For those who present as women, we ask that you cover up your nipples and do not expose underbust. Cleavage is unrestricted as long as the coverage requirements are met,
and it is clear that the streamer is wearing clothing.
For all streamers, you must cover the area extending from your hips to the bottom of your pelvis and buttocks. That you've gone and dialed back on this massive, erroneous fuck up. We'll call it a lapse in judgment with the Logan Paul excuse for the 53rd time. I'm gonna give you a gold star for fixing it and dialing back. However, I'm gonna immediately take that gold star away from you because all you had to do was never allow this shit on the platform in the first place. I will say this. Since I know you won't take my advice of enforce the rules evenly, make sure everybody gets the same and fair treatment, here's what I want you to actually do. I want you to go find the biggest, spikiest, angriest steak, and I want you to shove it so far up your ass that I could. No, give me that back. Give me.